Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Tasmanian Tiger playthrough. This is part 6. And we're going into a bridge on the River Ty. Now, this level, I did kind of remember it from a kid. Once I saw it, I was like, yeah, I do remember this kind of. But, it was not one I remember too well. But, it wasn't a bad level. I enjoyed it quite a lot. So maybe it was a good thing I couldn't remember it, because I got to relive the experience of playing through it for the first time, essentially. So straight away, getting a box behind us. They tried to be sneaky, but can't sneak past me.
G'day, Ty. Welcome to the Billabong.
This is the Billabong.
This is the home of me old mate, Dennis the Cheapskate. Sorry.
Dennis the Cheapskate's pretty cool. He's a bit of a wuss. It's the best way to describe him. He's a bit of a scaredy cat. He's kind of funny though. I like his character. I can't remember if he's in Ty 2. I'm like fairly certain he's in Ty 2. I do think I remember a mission where he's in Ty 2, but I don't know. He's kind of comical. And I don't know, I like him. So unfortunately, this is actually the last level where we can get blue opals and blue thunder eggs, which upsets me because it's my favorite color. Like, I like blue in general, but the blue thunder eggs and blue opals, they look a lot better than the red and the green. Green actually look kind of cool, but you can't beat blue, unfortunately. So there are a few sneaky opals in the river itself, well, like in the water. So make sure you get those, because otherwise you're missing out. And there is a bilby, I believe it was, over here. Yes, a bilby. Fortunately, I don't know how that bite missed, but that's okay. Right here, around like, if you just kept walking instead of jumping, there's like a cog right there in the back, in like the corner. You can see it right there. I didn't even notice it because I was looking at the box that was the invisible box, because that's one of the invisible boxes for the those are for the portraits. And I was so distracted by it, I completely missed that there was a cog right there, which was very silly of me. These spiders have like the most awful sound. I don't know. I absolutely can't stand it. When they're alive, they sound awful. When they die, they sound awful. I can't stand it. They just sound horrible. So I think I did briefly mention before, but there is an achievement for killing 200 enemies with the bite, which is why I'm pretty much constantly biting, especially these enemies, because I don't even know how to kill them with the boomerang. Maybe if you hit them from the back or something, but every time you hit them from the front, they just block it. So biting them actually kills them quickly. So that's what I do. See, look, just 2 bites and they're dead. It's very nice. So there is a cog behind us, and we won't forget that, because otherwise it'd be kind of pointless. But yeah, I think even by the end of the playthrough I didn't even get the 200 kills on the enemies, so I'll have to, if I care that much about the achievement, I'll come back and do it, but I don't think I care that much about the achievement. I can't remember if I mentioned, but in the most recent update, I'm pretty sure, for this game, they included a hardcore mode. I'm pretty sure I did mention this. And I was tempted to do it, like just for a bit of fun. See how far I can get. But I feel like that's more of like something to do on a live stream. I really feel like I'm repeating myself. Or maybe I've just thought about this so much. I swear I've definitely talked about it. I don't know. But anyway, there's another bilby. Get that boy. Because they need saving. Nothing behind this waterfall. But you've always got to check. Waterfalls, I swear, are like the place where things get hidden the most. So the first few cogs, pretty easy. I mean, it feels like the first few cogs in levels are like really simple. They're always like right in front of you. You can't miss them. Well, unless you're me, then you miss the one. But then, like, it seems like as the level goes on, they slowly just become a bit more hidden. Or like a bit more, or like they're plainly They're out there very, like, obviously. Like, they're out in the open. But they're, like, more difficult to get to. It feels like that's what they like to do in this game. Whereas, like, the first few cogs here, easy. Then the next few are like, no. Just no. Another bilby here. Like, we've actually found 3 bilbies already. It feels like they do, I don't know. It feels like they do that in some levels, but, like, just in general, some of, like, the hidden items, or, like, some of the collectibles are, like, out in the open. But then a little later into the level, they become a bit more hidden. I was so upset I failed this jump. When there are jumps like this, I always like making it on the first try because it feels like way more epic, but fortunately, I'm a big fat noob. So we are actually about to meet with Dennis the Cheapskate. And we have to give him some assistance. Because he's so scared.
Relax, mate.
Even though it's just us,
You
Ty.
must be Dennis the Cheapskate. Well, I mean Green Tree Frog.
Ty?
I like how Ty has to call him by his right name.
Boys,
Can't be
friends.
calling him Dennis the
I'm
Cheapskate.
so glad to see you. The local bully.
Yeah, I don't understand why Dennis is so scared of everything. Maybe he must have lived a very sheltered life,
Now, I don't
which is
know
very
where to
unfortunate
go.
for him.
It's not that I'm scared of the dark or anything, but
I mean, he's scared of, like, his own species. How do you get, like, any worse than that?
yes. Could you kindly escort
Yes, we must escort him home, which is probably one of the best escort missions in any game, because he only goes as fast as you'll let him. Because you have to light these barrels, and he'll only go once you light them up. So, you can go as far as you want, as long as you get the barrels, as long as you light the barrels, he does not care. But you have to just light them in order. So he won't skip. Well, I didn't really try, but I assume he doesn't skip. But you light it, he'll run. And he runs pretty quick, and it doesn't matter where he is. I don't think he ever, like, leaves his spot. So as long as you light the next one, he'll be there. So he's actually got one of the best escort missions in a game. He doesn't go too slow, doesn't go too fast, his speed really doesn't matter. He'll go as fast as you'll let him. I think it's great. And as far as I know, you don't really have to protect him, but, I mean, I was killing the enemies anyway, so I don't really know. I assumed you had to protect them, so it didn't really feel like much to me. I also just wanted to get as many kills as possible, because I was trying to get the achievement, but unfortunately, it was pointless, because I never got it. So as we walk around, we do see a lot of things that we can collect, and things for future Thunder Eggs, which we will get to in a bit. And there is a cog here. This cog, no, we're not getting it yet. I thought we were gonna about to get it, but no, we're getting it later. Yeah, you see, Dennis is coming. He just comes. You know, he's just chilling. We nearly have 200 opals already, which is pretty fast, which is pretty nice. I like that. I think by the time we reach Dennis's house, we do reach 200. I'm not 100% sure. We are very close to the end of this mission thing, I guess. The flavor ranks in this level are, like, used fairly often. Or, like, used the most out of any rank, because you have to light these barrels, and there's also another mission that involves the flamerangs. So Dennis, I guess he is a little slow if you go full speed and light every barrel. I guess, yeah, he's a little slow, but yeah,
home sweet home.
I don't know. I didn't mind him too much because
I knew this, but I have a
I don't know. Maybe I'm just bad.
collection of Thunder eggs. I insist that you have one.
Or like maybe I'm just too stupid. Maybe he really is just a bad escort mission. He felt pretty good to me. There is a cog up there, so we'll get that. I don't know why this keeps happening to me. I keep finding like these glitchy spots that you can hang on. I'm really bad at like keeping my thoughts together. So when I do commentary, it kind of seems all over the place. Maybe this is me.
I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Ciao.
I do like that. I thought this was pretty good. I don't know, there's a lot of little like bits of humor in this game. I think it's quite nice. It's a very good game. I fucking love this game. There, I said it. I fucking love this game. It's just such a, I think it's just such a good 3D platformer. It just made me want to play other 3D platformers. Like, I was looking at Ahead in Time, because I've heard a lot of good things about that game. And I was looking into that. And it just sounded pretty good. It was something I was considering getting.
My hot water system has given up.
But yeah, this is the other mission that you need the flame ranks for. So, you need to light, you need to fire up the gas again. And there is one right at his house. But, unfortunately, that's the last one I get, because I completely didn't realize it. I don't know how Dennis leaves his house. Because if he can't light these, who does? Maybe he couldn't because of the gas, maybe that was the problem, maybe I just completely missed that. But it sounded like... It sounded like he needed the gas for his actual house, not the walkway. But I don't know, maybe I actually just missed that, I don't know. I'm sort of distracting myself with my own commentary. So maybe I should just shut up during those cutscenes, because I'm clearly not even paying enough attention. Well, I mean, I guess I should have been paying attention when I was playing. But I forget things very easily. So, it's very unfortunate that I am the way that I am. Another cog, just in the water chilling. There are a couple of nasty cogs in this level. Well, just a nasty cog in this level. It's like, I don't know if you can't see it just here, but it's like on a lone platform in the water, and it took me a while to get it. It took me like the longest out of any cog, I think, to get. Or it's just the most challenging in general. Maybe it didn't take me, like, it might not have necessarily been the longest, but it was definitely like the most difficult. But I'm pretty sure it took me the longest. It actually required me to think on how to get it. But I guess there were some that were more difficult that I couldn't find literally at all until I looked it up, like in the one level. I can't remember the level. See, look, I'm forgetful. It's the one where you ride in the animal thing. The first boss. I completely missed that one. And I had to look it up, the one in the rocks in the tunnel behind the waterfall. Yeah, lighting these things is the worst thing ever. It's really, really precise. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. It just feels so off. Like, I feel like I'm hitting it there, but no. You have to, like, aim below the flame a little bit. It's, like, really weird. You have to be exact. And I don't know if... I think there are better examples a little later on, but it feels like you have to hit just below where, like, the flame begins, where, like, the gas is. But I feel like if the flame rank's going through the gas, that should light it. I feel like that's what would happen in real life, but what do I know? This isn't the piece of shit cog. No, this is the one I thought we were going to get earlier, yeah. So this one took me a lot longer than it should have, and I don't really know why. It looks really simple. You have to like jump at the very last second, and then do a little hop right at the peak of the jump, and that gets it. But it took me like nearly 10 attempts, I think. It took me like way too long to try and get that. It was rough, 2 Fs. This is the one I was talking about. That cog's the hard one. I don't even know if the way I did it was the way you're supposed to do it, but I assume it was. Because I don't know how else you're supposed to do it. That's the one thing about like 3D platformers or like puzzle games. Where like, I like finish the puzzle or like collect something in like a certain way and I'm like, was that the correct way? I guess if I did it, it's correct, but like sometimes they feel like some of the methods that you have to use like feel so questionable. You're just actually just not sure if that was correct or not. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of fun to think you like done it in a way that the devs never intended. Because as long as you've done it, it doesn't really matter. As long as you didn't like cheat. But like, if you can find like a little shortcut or something, I don't know. It's like kind of neat. But you just never really know. But anyway, here's our good friend Rex. Just chilling by this this gas thing. I don't know. Dennis's gas. I don't know why he's next to Dennis's gas, or why Dennis's gas has to run through the whole level. I don't get it. Anyway, Rex is going to teach us how to do something we've been doing since the start of the game, whereas you can dive. Yes, you just jump above water and then press the bike button. Which I actually fail right here, because the water's finicky. You have to be above deep water, not shallow water. If you're above shallow water, you just bite. It's really weird. But yeah, we've been doing this since the start of the game, so I feel like it's really weird that they just teach you that now. Considering I think you kind of need to know that beforehand. Well, you need to know how to dive in the water itself, like go a bit deeper in the water when you swim. But I don't know, I feel like anyone could put... I feel like most people would just try to do that anyway, and you kind of put two and two together, like, oh, I can dive when in the water, maybe I can dive when out of the water. I don't know. Also, this, like, this game, minigame, mission, whatever, is one of the easiest ones of it. I'm 99% sure there is a certain spot you could align yourself and you wouldn't have to move. Because that's what I do right here. Like, for the second half of that, I'm pretty sure I just don't move. I'm sure you can set it up to where you don't have to move at all. So, I don't quite know why that was the thing. I think it's a cool idea, but I feel like it's very poorly done. But there we go, another Thunder Egg. Don't know where Rex keeps finding them. It's also lucky that all the same coloured Thunder Eggs end up in one spot. I don't really know how that works, but... So here you can see two more of Dennis's gases. Don't get him quite just yet. I have a bit of a struggle with them. I do get him. Obviously, I have to get him later. But for now, we're not gonna watch me fail doing that. But if you come back up to Dennis's spot, house, whatever, but go this way along the bridge, there's actually more to look for. I don't know what happened there. I have absolutely no clue what happened there. I was completely baffled. Anyway, you want to release this platform, which I'm failing at. I think you have to use the normal boomerang, or did I use the flame ring? No, you just have to hit the right spot. But there you go. And that just moves in a nice pattern. Luckily, where all the opals are. So that's pretty cool.
You shouldn't be here, Ty. This is where Neddy lives. Neddy. Yes, Neddy.
Neddy is a scary dude. Neddy actually did kill me. I think I cut it out.
Well, he doesn't sound so tough.
But he does sound pretty tough to me. Well, he was tough. He's actually not too difficult. I kind of just figured it out by... he's like a mini boss. I kind of figured out how to beat him literally just by spamming boomerangs. So, if I can do it like that, then anyone can do it normally. But I guess it is the normal way. I don't know how else you're supposed to figure it out, actually. I guess. Maybe thinking a little bit more of, like, what to hit. But I was just spamming that button. I was smashing it. Make sure you come under the bridge, because there is a Bilby here. Feels good, man. And when it denses gases, but that's on the outside of the bridge. But there we go. That was the 5th Bilby. The Bilby, I don't know. It feels like the Bilby is really easy in this level, to me anyway. There is a crate there, but for some reason Ty can't fit through that little gap. I guess Ty's just too fat. But there we go. Nearly done with all the opals. There are just a few left on the water, and there's like a little island that we haven't been on yet. That's what the last one would be. See, look, I feel like that would count, and that should count. And, like, I don't get it. It's really specific, the spot you have to hit. I just don't get it, man.
Ho, ho, ho! Trespasser am orange rat, puny rat. No match for Nettie. Nettie clobber him good.
I love the way Nettie talks. I just have to keep that going. I think it's, I don't know. I just have to, like, let that play without talking over it. I just think it's so good. So here you go, here's the trial and error portion of the level, of the mini boss, where I try and bite him. All you have to do is just let him run past you, and you hit those like 3 things on his back. Now, I cut it out because I do die, and it's, you don't really see me fail, but it's around here where I realize what you can do. There you go. Just hit his back, and that's all you gotta do. Yeah, you hit his back 3 times, and then I think you just hit his stomach once. Oh, I do die. Nice. Did he kill me twice? No, that was the first time. Yeah, okay. What happened the first time, when I thought I died, was that I ran away. So I wasn't sure what to do. So I was like, I tried for like 5 minutes or something. And I was like, you know, I'll just come back later. Maybe I'll just figure it out randomly. But that didn't happen because I actually managed to figure it out. When I came back a little... I ran away and just kind of stayed. I didn't actually run away. But poor Nettie, he's ashamed. But now he's a friend. So it feels good, man. You just gotta beat the bully up and you'll become best friends. I don't know. I thought Nettie was quite funny. I love the way he talks. There are 4 invisible crates here. There's like... I know it's like a circle, but there's like 1 in each like corner. If it like were a square, you could like imagine it as in where the 4 corners would be. Just making sure there's nothing lost under the bridge, because you never know. But it looks like we're safe. See, even though I've already checked it, that's like the problem with me in 3D platforms. Like I have to like quintuple check whatever. So here we have one more mission that we like. That's not like included in every level. Tag team turkeys. This is like the one in Walk in the Park, or Walk in the Park, or is it Walk in a Park? I don't know. You know what level I'm talking about? The second one, part 2. We have the turkey. I guess it's the turkey. He steals your thunder egg, and I had trouble thinking of the word, even though I say it a lot. He steals your thunder egg, and there's 2 of them. But the second one really didn't do a whole lot. But I'm pretty sure from what I actually do kind of remember doing that as a kid. I think they pass it along to each other. I think they just pass it. Which is why it's called tag team turkeys. But because I'm such a beast, I actually managed to finish it before the turkey passes it. So yeah, go me. So now we're gonna go to the moving platform that we dropped down earlier. It's very slow, which isn't cool. So I'm gonna speed it up a little. And by a little, I mean full speed. Because it's just painfully slow. It's like the platform in it's like the moving platform in Shipwrecks. It's just too slow. There's no point not to speed it up really. And I feel like it should just be faster in the game. There's the 5th gas. Feels good, man. Nearly have all the opals. 7 off. So it's not too bad. Should be getting that soon enough. But yeah, there is the turkey. And there's the second one, obviously, because it's called Tag Team. Which is right there. And I get them both. So. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe it's when you hit one, it passes it to the other. You have to hit both at the same time. Maybe that's it. Or maybe you have to hit the one, then the other. But because I got it both at this... Like maybe you hit the one, then it passes it, then you hit the second one, and that's it. And then just keep passing it. So I don't know. I guess I'll never know because I hit them both at the same time. Oh, and there we go. Got the 300 opals. I thought this was the level where I missed just 1 opal, but that's a different level. That comes later. Yeah, there we go, 300 opals. Easy enough. Easy, easy. So now we have to work on getting these. I did have a bit of trial and error with them earlier. So now we try again. There's a little piece of land here that I noticed. And I spam long enough, and I do get it. I hit that pipe. And I guess that counted? I don't know. I don't really know how this works, to be honest. But I'll take it. Let's get rid of that bat. It's another one for the achievement. So here I'm trying to hit the pipe again, but then, I don't know. That damn bat. Feels good, man. I did have a bit of trouble thinking of where the last gas thing was. And, of course, I did mention it's at his house. I looked around for way too long. I don't know, like 5 minutes or so, at least. I looked around for way too long, in the same spots over and over again, and it was there the whole time.
Something that I insist you have. It's from my magnificent collection.
He has a magnificent collection of Thunder Eggs, but he only has 2.
Says.
I don't really understand, to be honest, how he only has 2 but calls it a magnificent collection. I feel like that's a bit of a lie.
Even the cockroaches here like a flutter.
But yes, now we're doing the time trial. Time trial on this one is from this point, like from the start of the level, to Dennis's house. It's quite a long one. It's one of the longer ones, I think. I wish it was a race. Should be able to race Dennis. That'd be cool. But unfortunately, we can't race Dennis. I don't think he's ever seen this part of the world. Probably too scared. I did try to cheat, but you can't do that because you have to hit every ring, unfortunately. In fact, I don't even know if I tried to cheat there. I think I might have just been jumping, so I love jumping. Jumping like every game I play constantly. A lot of people have that habit. I don't know why. It's like you have to keep yourself busy with something. But yeah, I guess this time trial isn't really too interesting. I don't like these time trials that much. Like, maybe if I took it a bit more seriously, it'd be a bit more fun. But obviously, I'm not trying to get like the fastest time ever or anything. I'm just like trying to do it for the Thunder Egg. And I just feel like these go on for too long. I think it'd be cool if it didn't start. It should start like here, I think. Or maybe just a bit before this point. I don't think it should start at the very start of the level, I don't know. But then again, I used to do Mario Kart Wii time trials. And those lasted longer than this, so I don't know. That's what more exciting though, because this one doesn't have like drifting or anything. Like a car game. So, I don't know, does that really, like, I don't know if that's what you can really do to speed yourself up. I guess that's the big thing. Like Mario Kart, you can like, well, Mario Kart where you could like wheelie or trick or drift and get the boost. And, or use the mushrooms they give you or whatever. But in this game, it really is just run. Maybe I'll like watch some of the faster times. I'm sure they're on YouTube or something. Because there are some like incredibly fast times. Because you can see the scoreboard, you can see the leaderboards in game. Which is neat. And some of the times like blow me away. And I'm like, damn, I'm such a pleb, I'm like rank 7,000 or something. And these people are like doing it way faster than me. But obviously this is all my first attempts at doing them. So of course they're going to be like a little slower. So anyway, here is that cog that I was talking about. This is right here, yep. Me showing a bit of context of where it comes from. That's one thing I was like trying to do. I think I did mention this in a previous part where like I want to kind of show where the cog is so people can kind of like follow along. But here I'm trying to get that really annoying cog that's like under the bridge. I spent quite a few minutes on this part too, trying to like glide down. I kept grabbing the bridge. I think it happens here where I keep no. So like that part, like just the part of the structure of the bridge that's like below it, I grab onto it constantly. Like I grabbed onto it constantly. It was really frustrating. I don't know why that was like a thing. But that is everything collected, so that means we can now leave the level. I'm not bothered about walking all the way back, so I'm just gonna exit the level. But anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye, and I will see you next time.